welcome to our World Music Café. My name is Zola Lee.
And my name is Dana Kazimova.
And we'll be your MCs for this evening.
Welcome to World Music Café from Perth, Western Australia. World Music Café is a social enterprise that assists people of new migrant and refugee backgrounds to gain skills, employment and social connection as a valued part of Australia's dynamic, culturally diverse community. World Music Café also features many musicians from around the world who are now living in Australia. In this show, we meet a musical diaspora with strong cultural links to nations of the Middle East. So, let World Music Café feed your soul with stories of creative collaboration and multicultural celebration through food and music.
My name is Espand Shamir. I'm a traditional classical Iranian musician. And I used to play classical music in Iran, but since I moved to Australia, as I love other music very much, I started playing more world music, Persian jazz, and fusion. I was about 17 or 18 that I started playing music, actually. It was very late. There was something about music that was calling me. And I met my friend Homai. A few years we played music and we formed a band called Mastan. We became actually very successful and we worked very hard. The music was traditional, of course, but as poetry is very strong in Iran, and through lyrics and poems you say a lot. It's a big part of art, and it's a very big part of music. It's together. I felt I would like to experience a new life, just move on, experience something totally different. So I moved to Australia in 2013. Then I met other musicians from jazz industry, and then they were interested in Middle Eastern music, specifically Persian in this case. So I started playing music with Kate Pass. Immediately I felt I like this person, I like the music she plays, and of course the interest and passion of her through Persian music, Persian culture, language. Kate was learning Farsi, was learning Iranian instruments, was composing music that was based on jazz and Persian music. What else do you want from life? I found collaborating with Australian musicians absolutely fabulous, because to me teamwork is very important. And you can feel the teamwork. And when you meet other people from different background, musical background, it's like you bring all that history on the table at once and you start talking with each other. The Australian musicians, to me, especially the team I work with, they're very collaborative, they're very accepting and very nice. It's so joyful working with them.
Hello to our fellow musicians in the World Music Café in Australia. It's wonderful to share this moment with you. My name is Parvaz Homai. I am Iranian singer, composer and lyricist. بدون شک بهترین کسی که سازهای کوبه‌ای رو در گروه مستان با ادبیات ایران ترکیب می‌کرد اسفندیار بود و بخش دیگری از سازهای موسیقی ایرانی رو به خوبی روش شناخت و تسلط داره و به ویژه دانش موسیقی ایرانی از ویژگی کاراشه و حالا که در استرالیا به ترویج موسیقی ایرانی به شناخت موسیقی ایرانی در دنیا کمک میکنه افتخار میکنم که نخستین کسی بود که در کنار من گروه مستان رو همراهی کرد.
Rock and roll isn't old. Hard as rock keeps on rolling. People hide destinations, dance all night. Nobody knows.
My name's Lee West. Born in Carnarvon. My people are from Shark Bay. However, my family we extend through to the Pilbara, to the Kimberley. We got family all throughout the northwest, and I live in Wajak country. I work here and I've lived here most of my life, but I always find time to get back up north.
I play the gold piano and I wanna go home. Back to
I danced with a dance group called Waramba, and that lasted the best part of 2 decades, 20 years, yeah. And we did a lot of shows local, huge festivals and stuff, and we were lucky enough to go to other countries as well. But while I was dancing all that time, I was always doing music, and I was always doing the pubs and clubs, and I spent most of my music time in Fremantle.
I sing milkshake wine celebrations on a chocolate chair. I play the gold piano.
Yeah, my dad was Polish, and my mum's grandfather, he was Malaysian, so we have a real mix. And being Polish, you know, I had the best of both worlds. We're eating pierogi, kapusta. It was always a very traditional Polish setting during meals. But I grew up with a lot of Europeans. I grew up with Italian friends, and I was always eating the sausage. I was always eating European food and having bush tucker at the same time. So I don't know what my taste buds think of me now, but yeah. There was literally no room for racism or prejudice or anything like that. It still is a very strange concept to me, how we all can't get along. It was just really strange, you know, to hear about it. And racism, I said, what's that? Even, yeah, it's just, one day, you know, we'll work it out as humans, hopefully. I've been to other countries and I've done this similar thing, and I can't believe something like this is in our own backyard. It is really a nice feeling, and just talking with the other musicians, and I felt just a bit of that goodness when I used to tour and going to other countries. I think it's a really well set up thing. Everyone's just so approachable. It's wonderful. I hope to see another one.
Milkshake wine. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you so much. It has been a year and a half now with World Music Café, and it has been a journey of love, knowledge, and spices.
Let's meet our amazing World Music Café kitchen team mentor and chef Nimrod Kazoum.
Good morning. Here we are at Galati. I've probably been shopping in this shop for 15 years. And I love being here. I feel like home, feel like family. Just so you know, when I was a little child, my mom took me to the market and showed me how to pick the right vegetables. When you buy zucchinis, Pretty much just like with cucumbers. You want to get them skinny, not like that. That one will be full of water. Try roasting your zucchini with simple olive oil, sea salt, and smoked paprika. So when it comes to eggplants, first of all, just so you know, there's an eggplant on female and male. This is a male. You can see that it's very pointy. The female normally has like a little curve in the bottom. What we want is to get the eggplant to feel very light, so it's seedless. Look at these tomatoes. I could almost smell them from there. It smells so good. It's hard, it's firm. That's a real tomato. Listen, if my mom heard that I used minced garlic in a jar, I think she'll write my name off her will. Same for rice cooker. Trolley is full, just like my heart.
So Turkish music is kind of like diverse. So we sing Turkish folk music, which is kind of slow, or like Turkish pop music, which is like, you know, like with rhythm. So people enjoy every bit of like sound.
People do enjoy with the saz, with some percussions, and even seeing the Western instruments in the traditional Turkish music is another flavor for our Turkish music, I would say.
So I've joined the group like since 2 years. I'm a singer. I'm just trying to sing, you know, not professional. Yeah. So happy. I'm happy with our group.
I've been playing percussion, which is mostly, I would say my main instrument is darbuka.
Our music cafes is very nice systems because they are pick up a lot of different country music as well. They help us to some more chance for showing of Australian people and other countries here.
Clearly it's showing the face of Australia, because when you look at Australia, it is the diversity where you go regardless. So music is part of this lifestyle, and luckily world music is bringing all of us onto one page and allowing us to perform together.
I feel so relaxed. So because it's like a different backgrounds here, I'm very happy to sing here.
Welcome to World Music Café at Camlo Theatre. Tonight we have the Kurdish singer Matsumet. He is a successful musician back in Istanbul. He created and produced many music and albums, and also in film. He also has gone up the Kurdish radio and TV shows, and he is quite a celebrity in his hometown. So we're very lucky to have him.
Dişeveki taride agir bedil kıstiye Dronah yasibide çavin khwegirtiye Desti khwera kiri bu khatir jime khastiye.
My name is Mesut Met. I'm originally from Kurdistan, but I grew up Turkey in Istanbul, and tonight we prepare for you special traditional Kurdish folk music. Lulu heva lulu cano, şirin
because here is so many different cultures coming here and listen to our music. Really, I'm very happy about that because when I live in Turkey, just Kurdish and Turkish and some Iranian people listen to my music. But here, it's very good opportunity for me, World Music Café, because we meet so many different culture and lovely people. I'm really happy.
My name is Kate Pass. I'm a musician. I play the double bass and the electric bass. I'm also a composer and a band leader. I studied jazz and kind of have a background in that, and improvisation plays a big part in what I do, and I think that's also something else that enables me to get to work across lots of different genres. We first met, I think it was 2014. Now we play in a few different bands together, which is great. We play pretty much all original music. It's sort of stuff that's come about from playing together over the years. There's definitely a lot of influences from Persian music. The first time I met Reza, who's in the band, and also Mike, they were playing together with another percussionist that we often play with, Saeed Danesh. They were all playing in a cafe in Fremantle, and I was lucky because their bass player had just left the band and they were looking for someone, and I was like, I play bass, so I was able to join the band, and that's really how I sort of first was introduced to Persian music and kind of fell in love with it. I'm going to be studying my Masters of Music at the New School in New York, and I was lucky I got a half scholarship to do that. So yeah, it's very exciting, heading off soon for that. World Music Café, it's just a really special thing and gives opportunities to people to perform and to network, which is really such an important thing, and especially, I guess, if you've moved here and you don't have all those networks that you kind of get when you stay in one place for so long, having someone to introduce you to other musicians and make those connections is, yeah, super important, especially in every field, but especially music, I think, yeah.
Next up, we meet an Iranian musical trio who have composed and performed this piece in Iran, especially for our World Music Café audience.
Hello to all our fellow musicians in the World Music Café in Australia.
My name is Nimrod and I play the guitar.
My name is Said Fahmy and I play the ney.
I am Mahmoud Nozari. I'm playing santur. Good luck and have a best regard.
سلام اسفندیار جان، امروز جمع شدیم اینجا و یه قطعه ضبط کردیم برای World Music Café و خیلی خوشحال شدم که در موردش گفتی برای ما که موزیسین‌های مختلف نقاط مختلف جهان رو جمع کردن پیش هم، کسایی که در پرت زندگی میکنن
و خیلی خوشحالم که تونستیم کار نیما رو بیایم با هم دیگه بزنیم.
Let's meet one of our World Music Café audience members, Councillor Sarah Saberi.
My name's Sarah Saberi. I'm from Iran. I came to Australia when I was 19. I'm an environmental health officer, but I'm also a councillor at City of Canning. I was interested in social justice, about politics, so just learning how the system works and being able to be involved as a migrant in local politics. As a woman, I would have probably not had that opportunity in my own country. I'm passionate about environmental issues, and that was one of the reasons I ran for council. A lot of people think that because I'm from Iran, I'm a diversity advocate. Well, that might be the case, but that wasn't the real reason that I ran for council. It was to make a difference on environmental issues. Of course, every migrant, when you leave your friends behind and you leave a lot of family behind, you come to a new country, you have to get to learn about the country you've come to, the English they speak, Australian, and just finding new friends, learning the ways of the country you moved to. And there were hurdles, but also there's so much you can take and so much you can also give to the country you've adopted as your home. And it is really, I think, a lucky country, and we are lucky to live here.
It's a magical place, being in front of the oceans, the harbor's view, where the ships used to come in and out, and I probably took the most giant leap of my life at the time. I came from fine dining in the first kind of decade of me being a chef, and at a certain point I was just like, had enough. I just wanted to go to something more hearty, with a lot more richness and tradition. And I remember before I opened the restaurant, I started kind of looking around to see what other people was doing in order to kind of assist me. But there was no assistance whatsoever. I just needed to drop everything and be me and be us and be the customer service as we have in the Middle East. There was not enough money. I had no experience. I had no idea what I'm doing. But I jumped head first, as I do. But Kazumi's was pretty much a celebration of the food that I grew up on, my mom's, my grandma's. For so many years I was trying to fit into the mainstream. I was literally clipping my own wings to try to fit in. What a grand failure. So many years of literally failing to fit in, and eventually I just kind of dropped it off and said, I'm not going to Australianize myself anymore. If that recipe needs to have tons of chili, give it. Tons of garlic, give it. But hey, when I created the restaurant, I said it needs to be a platform of giving love. This is what I want to give through the food, through the customer service, in the coffee cup, in between the layers of the baklava, in the parcels of molten chocolate of the brownies, in the crunch of the dukkha. Love, love! And that kind of started the snowball that ended up in TripAdvisor #1 and 2 Chamber of Commerce Awards and so much recognition from the public. It's a shame that it ended up a story of success, got literally out of hand and my body collapsed and I couldn't keep up anymore, so I just closed it, just like that, and recovered physically, but it really changed who I am. I'm a lot more complete after the restaurant days, even though it nearly killed me, literally. Got given 6 months left to live at some point near the moment where I closed it, but obviously we're 4 years after and I'm here. And my heart is still beating love. And you know what? I've earned a spot in this community here in Fremantle, and that is a bloody amazing achievement in life.
I think it's very important for people who migrate to other countries to be part of the community. The way I met Jon and he introduced me to a few people, and then later on I was part of World Music Café for years. And that opportunity that people meet each other is very important. And Jon, he's been doing this for years, and I think that's great. World Music Café is a place for people who come and easily they can be part of that community, meet different people, meet different musicians, and express themselves, play music in the way that they want at any level, collaborate with each other, learn from each other, and I guess it's great. That's a fabulous opportunity that he's creating for musicians and artists.
Thank you very much, everyone. Enjoy your night.